Prototyping. Yeah, it's Frankenstein's picture. Frankenstein was a prototype. He was a prototype of somebody assembling a bunch of parts together to see if they can get a working human being again. That being said, I'll continue on our thoughts on prototypes. Number 5 is role playing, especially if you have a service. Hi, I'm coming in and I want to have my taxes done. Do you do taxes? Well, yeah, we're normally an accounting firm, but we don't do taxes. And wait a minute, stop. And you go back and rewind it. You can sit down and do the role playing. Well, hi, I come in and get my taxes done. We handle taxes of all kinds. Well, I want to file, and I'm actually from the state of Vermont. Do you file Vermont taxes? Well, no, we're in California. Stop. Shh. We do all taxes. If we don't know, we'll contact somebody over to have do it for us and just charge a higher fee. Oh, well, hi, I want to have my taxes done. Okay, we do taxes from across the country. Well, I'm from Vermont. Can you sit down and do my Vermont taxes? Absolutely. I have to work on the price, but why don't you sit down, tell me the information you have, and let me work this out, because I want to make certain that we serve all of your tax needs. It's a different story. Role play, be experienced, have your people involved, sit there and participate in it, and help you capture the needs of the customer that could be there. Have people come and play different parts. Reenact scenes or situations that you're attempting to improve now, or that you may want to create later on, so your team can get a better sense of what their work is going to really be like. It can be very vivid in the aspect of you role playing. You can start living where the customer is at. The physical models. When you have a physical product, build something out of Mockups testing. The auto industry has done for many years. They would make giant clay models of cars and sit down there and tweak it and stretch it and rub it and change the shape of it to sit there and suit different purposes. Do the same thing for your models as well. Paper, cardboard, clay, foam, whatever you need to do. Physical models, it brings an intangible idea, a thought in your head or a thought on paper on a two-dimensional thing into a three-dimensional world. It's much better tested with users. In this case, you got a backpack. You can wear the backpack, get the straps just right, space just right in the process you're coming through, and make certain everything works well in the process what you want to do. Wizard of Oz. Actually, it's nothing but a prototype with fake functions. You want to sit down and put a fake button on it. You don't have a real button right now, but put a fake button over here. Well, I like the button over here. Let's move this over here. What about it over here? Bill, if you go back and read Steve Jobs on the very first Apple computer, he had real problems with the keyboard. They had 14 different iterations of the front of the computer. A couple of them, he got so mad he flung up against the wall. They couldn't get it right. But yet on number 14, he held it up, he looked at it, and he looked back over it, and eventually he was up on the stage showing off the product that his team came up with. Sometimes you make them up with fake functions to sit down and get it just right. But when you get it just right, it's like perfect sometimes, and it glows in your own mind, and it's a perfect thing you can sell to your customers. The most common example is the prototype of a digital system where the user's tricked into thinking computer responses are computer driven. The talking computer, you have somebody in the background. Yes, this is me talking. This is your computer. Thank you very much. This is Siri talking, except Siri is a different voice. So think about the virtual assistant in the background, but you have a human working on another computer typing the responses, except in your case, you plan on turning that human into an AI as it comes down to an artificial intelligence. User-driven some prototypes. Sometimes you have the consumer assemble what they want. Maybe you give them your current product and give them some glue, some paper, some tape, some cardboard, then have them sit down there and add what they think would even make this better in the process. Use the users to create something that you have currently or that you envision that you want to have even better so they can add on to it. Bring the customer into the room to help you design your product. These 8 different types of models, when it comes down to user-driven, it's not to use solutions that the users generate, but instead have the people themselves. Role-playing, physical model, Blizzard out prototypes, user-driven models, add these to the previous 4, and you have the 8 different types of prototyping talked about in this week's reading. Take care.